I would like to be Secret Service. That's what I would like.
There it is.
There it is.
The seal.
Seal of the president.
Shield.
I want that seal.
It's a cool seal.
Yeah, no, it's not fun for you.
It is now my great honor to welcome the Commander-in-Chief of the United States of America, President Obama.
Super Bowl, dude.
Hello, Nevada! It is great to be back in Las Vegas. I love you back. Although I always say when we stay here for the night, I've got to watch my staff to make sure that they get on the plane when we leave. Sometimes, they conveniently miss the flight. But everybody, please have a seat. Have a seat. It is great to see you. Joe, thanks for the introduction. Scott, thank you, and the folks at UPS for hosting us today. I want to thank all of the elected officials and the tribal leaders who took the time to join us. But before I get into the core of my remarks, I just want to mention something that I said to Scott and I said to Joe, and that is that UPS, I think, deserves just extraordinary credit for being the best in its space, one of the best businesses we have in the United States. But the reason is because it's got such outstanding workers, and the relationship between its workforce and management, cooperating, constantly figuring out how to make things better, is just an outstanding organization. And so you guys all need to be congratulated for everything that you do. Now, I'm here to talk a little more about what I talked about at the State of the Union on Tuesday night. And what I want to focus on is how we're going to restore the basic promise of America. Something that folks at UPS understand, which is if you work hard, if you do the right thing, you should be able to do well enough to raise a family and own a home and send your kids to college and put a little away for retirement. That's the American dream. That's what most people are looking for. They don't expect a handout. They don't expect anything to come easy. They do expect, if they're willing to work hard, to try to get ahead. If they're doing the right thing, then they can have a sense of security and dignity and help make sure that their family is moving forward. That's what Americans are looking for. That's what Americans deserve. And today, 3 years after the worst economic storm in 3 generations, our economy is growing again. Our businesses have created more than 3 million jobs. Last year, businesses created the most jobs since 2005. American manufacturers are hiring again and creating jobs for the first time since the 1990s. And we've got more work to do. But what we can't do is go back to the very same policies that got us into a mess in the first place. We can't go backwards, we have to move forward. I said on Tuesday, and I will repeat today, we cannot go back to an economy weakened by outsourcing and bad debt and phony financial profits. So on Tuesday at the State of the Union, I laid out my vision for how we move forward. I laid out a blueprint for an economy that's built to last, that has a firm foundation, where we're making stuff and selling stuff and moving it around, and UPS drivers are dropping things off everywhere. That's the economy we want. An economy built on American manufacturing, with more good jobs and more products made here in the United States of America. An economy built on American energy, fueled by homegrown and alternative sources that make us more secure and less dependent on foreign oil. An economy built on the skills of American workers, getting people the education and the training they need to prepare for the jobs of today, but also to compete for the jobs of tomorrow. And most importantly, I talked about an economy that's built on a renewal of American values, hard work, responsibility, and the same set of rules for everybody, from Wall Street to Main Street. That has to be our future. That's how we restore that basic American promise. Now, part of my blueprint, what I want to focus on a little bit today, is for an economy built to last with American energy. That's why we're here. For decades, Americans have been talking about how do we decrease our dependence on foreign oil. Well, my administration has actually begun to do something about it. Over the last 3 years, we negotiated the toughest new efficiency standards for cars and trucks in history. We've opened millions of new acres for oil and gas exploration. Right now, everybody in the military agrees on everything. You got Democrats in the military, you got Republicans in the military, you've got folks who are conservative or liberal, different races, different religions, different backgrounds, but they figure out how to focus on the mission. They figure out how to do their job. And that sense of common purpose is what we're going to need to build an economy that lasts. And if we work together in common purpose, we can build that economy and we can meet the challenges of our times, and we'll remind the entire world once again just why it is the United States is the greatest country on earth. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. And God bless the United States of America.
Yeah, we did. What's the song? What's the name of the song? This is the presidential song. Here.
Yeah. All the hope and change is gone. Brandon soundboard.
No.